the committee to take action. Thank you so much.
The Senator from Busia County, Senator Mutembei.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53(1) to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations on a matter of countrywide concern regarding the shooting and killing of residents at Angata, Barikoi by police officers. Mr. Speaker, sir, on Monday, 28 April 2025, 5 people, including a 6-year-old child, were killed following an attempt by officials from the Ministry of Lands to begin a land adjudication process in Moi adjudication scheme in Transmara. In the statement, the committee should address the following. 1, the circumstances that led to the use of live bullets resulting in the shooting and killing of 5 residents of Angata Barikoi and leaving many others injured during a protest over land demarcation. 2, the identity of the rightful owners of the land in question, as well as the measures in place to address the long-standing disputes over the land. 3, the reasons behind the decision to demarcate the land and evict residents despite a valid court order restraining such actions until the matter is fully heard and determined, providing details on who ordered the demarcation and whether the community was consulted or involved. 4, status of investigations conducted by the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, (IPOA), into the incident, including steps taken to hold accountable the officers responsible for opening fire on unarmed residents of Angata Barikoi. Plans in place to compensate the affected families for the deaths and injuries, as well as reimbursement of burial expenses. Andrew Omutatah, Senator from Busia of the Republic of Kenya. Thank you.
Statement pursuant to Standing Order 57(1). The Senate Majority Leader. We will get there.
Mr. Speaker, sir, pursuant to Standing Order 57(1), I hereby present the business for the week commencing Tuesday, 27th May 2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, the status of business pending before the Senate includes 54 bills, of which 42 are at the second reading stage and 12 are at the committee of the whole stage. 2, 23 motions pending conclusion. 29 petitions are pending conclusion, out of which 19 are due for reporting by the respective standing committees, and 473 statements pursuant to Standing Order 53(1) under consideration by respective standing committees. From the foregoing, it's evident that we have a long way to go in disposing the business before the Senate, as indicated in today's order paper. At orders number 8, 9, 10, 11, we have bills that have been at the second reading stage for a while. I therefore urge the majority and the minority whips to marshal the requisite number of the county delegations in order for the divisions to be undertaken. Mr. Speaker, sir, on Tuesday, 27th May 2025, the Senate Business Committee will meet to consider the business for the week. The tentative business for the day will include business not included from today's order paper, as well as the business indicated in the notice paper. The tentative business for the morning sitting on Wednesday, 28 May 2025, will include the following questions to Cabinet Secretaries as approved by the Senate Business Standing Committee, Senate Business Committee, as well as the motions. A, question number 001 to the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Energy and Petroleum by Senator Mohammed Shute MP. Question number 068 to the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Energy and Petroleum by Senator Mohammed Shute MP. Question number 031 to the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy, Maritime Affairs by Senator Professor Tom Ojenda, Senior Counsel MP. Question number 047 to the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs by Senator Miraj Abdullahi MP. Question number 034 to the Cabinet Secretary, National Treasury and Economic Planning by Senator Enoch Wambua MP. Question number 035 to the Cabinet Secretary, National Treasury and Economic Planning by Senator James Murango MP. Question number 048 to the Cabinet Secretary, National Treasury and Economic Planning by Senator Professor Tom Ojenda, Senior Counsel MP. And question number 079 to the Cabinet Secretary, National Treasury and Economic Planning by Senator Karen Nyamu MP. The tentative business for the afternoon sitting on Wednesday, 28 May 2025 will include business not concluded from Tuesday order paper and the following. A, bills. At the second reading stage, the county government state officers removal from office, procedural bill, Senate Bills number 34 of 2024. The County Government's Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 39 of 2024, the Labor, Migration and Management number 2 Bill, Senate Bills number 42 of 2024, and the Street Naming and Property Addressing System Bill, Senate Bills number 43 of 2024. Bills at the Committee of the Whole, the Cooperative Societies Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 53 of 2023, the Public Fundraising Appeals Bill, Senate Bills number 36 of 2024, the Heritage and Museums Bill, Senate Bills number 8 of 2023, the Environment Laws Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 23 of 2024, the County Library Services Bill, Senate Bills number 40 of 2024, and Statutory Instruments Bill, Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 10 of 2024. Motions. Report of the Standing Committee on Devolution and Intergovernmental Relations on its inquiry into the state of markets in Vihiga and Bungoma counties, arising from a statement sought by Senator Geoffrey Osotsi, MP, and Senator David Wakoli, MP, and progress report of the Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunities and Regional Integration into the inquiry on the diversity and inclusivity in the staff composition of state agencies in Kenya. The projected business for the Thursday, 29 May 2025, will include business not included from Wednesday's order paper and any other business scheduled by the Senate Business Committee. In conclusion, at order number 12 in today's order paper, we have a motion for consideration of the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the fourth basis for allocating the share of national revenue among counties. This is a matter of great significance as it facilitates the equitable distribution of resources for effective functioning of county governments. I therefore urge all honorable senators to remain in the chamber and participate in the debate on this motion. Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank you and I hereby lay the statement on the table of the Senate.
The Honorable Senator Angata.
Mr. Speaker, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to read this statement. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations on a matter of inter-county-wide concern regarding the Gazette Notice number 6256, dated the 16th May 2025, issued by the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration on the acquisition of land in Tana River and Garissa counties for the construction of Masalani National Intelligence Service Campus. Mr. Speaker, the Gazette Notice has raised serious concerns among residents of the affected areas, considering that the land was appropriated without the requisite public participation or compensation. The notice also fails to specify the coordinates of the affected land parcels, heightening the fears of irregular land appropriation. In the statement, the committee should address the following. 1. The justification for the acquisition of land in Tana River and Garissa counties for the establishment of Masalani National Intelligence Service campuses. 2. The omission of precise geographical boundaries or coordinates of the acquired land in the Gazette Notice and the implications that this has for land administration and protection of community land rights. Number 3, the extent of public participation and stakeholder consultation undertaken prior to the publication of the Gazette Notice, particularly within the county government of Tana River and Garissa counties, which have held in trust for the residents affected. Number 4, the reasons why no compensation has been paid to the residents or communities which will be affected by the project, and what measures the national government intends to take to ensure equitable redress to the residents. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Now, honorable senators, I will allow limited comments before we move to the next order. So if you happen to get an opportunity to speak, we will speak for not more than 3 minutes. The Honorable Senator for Nairobi City County, Senator Edwin Sifuna.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Just a few words on the statement that has been brought by the Senator for Busia regarding the Barikoi incident, Honorable Speaker. I have referenced this incident before because it was the first time I saw, Honorable Speaker, that the Inspector General of Police had been summoned, quote unquote, by the leadership of a community. And when he arrived there, he could not even disembark from his aircraft until the local leadership had arrived. And I remember watching on the news that he sat in that chopper for almost an hour, Honorable Speaker, and could not access the meeting that was going on. There were very passionate appeals that came from the people. Some leaders, including the leadership in this House, the majority leader, I remember him being present. Up to now, Honorable Speaker, the questions that were put by the residents have not been answered. I have not had any communication pursuant to that meeting from the leadership of the police or indeed the ministry itself. So, Honorable Speaker, we are hoping that the committee will try and get these answers for the people who are affected, and especially because, Honorable Speaker, the main problem, the elephant in the room, is the question of the ownership of the land and the allegations that there was an attempt by some powerful individuals in government to grab their land, which they called ancestral. So I am hoping that during that interaction with the committee, we will at least for this one be told the truth about the people behind it and the actions that have been taken in order to restore those who lost loved ones during that incident to a place where they feel like, the government actually cares about them. So because I was not there and leaders in this house were there, we are hoping that they can also guide this house on the situation there and the steps that have been taken by government to redress what happened. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Fernandez.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to support the statement by Senator Okiya Omutatah Andrew on the issue of state of investigation into Angata Barikoi killings in Narok County. Mr. Speaker, in as much as we continue to send our deepest condolences and empathies and sympathies to the people of Angata Barikoi, it is sad that after they are buried, their issues have been forgotten. Mr. Speaker, you saw even the disanage. 41 people are yet to be recovered. A few people were killed the other day in Todonyang, Mr. Speaker. It is very unfortunate that this country, the DCI, is efficient only when they are pursuing politically expedient cases as opposed to pursuing criminals, Mr. Speaker. And you remember even, Mr. Speaker, on this issue of Angata Barikoi, there is much more that meets the eye. Because this is the protection of grabbers of land in Angata Barikoi, Mr. Speaker, we need to be told who is behind these killings. Mr. Speaker, it was an open fire. How do you open fire in an armed, peaceful citizens who are protesting against land grabbers, Mr. Speaker? The land grabiosis disease must be stopped in this country. Even IPOA, Mr. Speaker, no one has been arrested up to date. Yet the bullet that was being used to shoot these people, post-mortem was done. Mr. Speaker, we must be told as the families continue to grieve what the government is doing, Mr. Speaker. And it is very unfortunate because even the Ministry of Interior, led by Cabinet Secretary Murkomen, gave us a bravado statement when he was in North Rift by saying those people wanted to attack the police. How can you attack the police with arms and stones? And that is why I said transferring incompetence to Ministry of Interior is dangerous because you lose lives. The roads, when they are stalled, it can be fixed at a later date, Mr. Speaker. You have seen even he has sponsored the grabbing of Masalani land in Tana River, Mr. Speaker. How do you go and grab land? This minister must be called out. He is embarrassing all of us who are in government. In fact, the Murkomen must and should resign. Mr. Speaker, even he is now sponsoring MPs to attack me, Mr. Speaker, instead of fighting issues of insecurity.
There is a point of order.
Mr. Speaker, Senator Cherargei is not a first-term legislator. And even a first-term legislator by now understands and knows the standing orders of this House. If he wants to discuss the conduct of the cabinet minister, he knows what he needs to do. Number one, he knows that he needs to bring a substantive motion to you, together with the issues, and then we can have a discussion and look into the conduct of any minister, because nobody is above scrutiny, and everybody must be scrutinized. What we must stop, Mr. Speaker, is a conduct that is becoming the norm in this House, where people want to use the privilege of the floor of Parliament to malign and personalize attack against other citizens of this republic. That we cannot tolerate, Mr. Speaker. It is not honorable, it is not right, and it cannot be accepted. Did you hear Senator Cherargei say that CS Murkomen, I don't know, has organized land to be grabbed, I don't know where? Can he either table evidence to support his claims, Mr. Speaker, or withdraw? Because that should never be left in the records of this House, Mr. Speaker.
No. Senator
Speaker, sorry, and apologize.
Senator Fernandez, you either substantiate your allegations or you proceed to withdraw and apologize.
Mr. Speaker, I need your guidance because the Gazette notice was signed by the Cabinet Minister of Interior. I thought it is judicially noticed.
I am referring to the statement that you've made.
No, Mr. Speaker, let me substitute and withdraw that word the grab and say he gazetted.
Proceed. You've apologized. Proceed.
Yeah, well, let me proceed. But, Mr. Speaker, you have to appreciate that incompetence and corruption fights very seriously, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Senator Fernandi, take your seat. Take your seat. Senator Fernandi, you have to abide by the ruling of the Speaker. Don't come up with your own ruling and proceed to abide by that ruling. A point of order has been raised against your allegations. And indeed, to that extent, that point of order is merited. Meaning you have two options. Either to substantiate. If you're unable to substantiate, you proceed to withdraw and apologize. Pick one option and proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I've already withdrawn the answer, and I have apologized by replacing with the word that it was gazetted. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude by saying the following. You know, that's the danger of incompetence and corruption. Mr. Speaker, we must call out these gentlemen. They are embarrassing everybody. Being killed, Mr. Speaker, and no one is taking it serious. I expected the majority leader.
Senator Wambua. Senator Wambua.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, these days I rarely agree with Senator Cheriot, but on that matter of personalizing battles on the floor of the House, I totally agree with the majority leader. Mr. Speaker, I stand here to make comments on the statement brought to the floor by Senator Danson Mugatana, my neighbor from Tana River, on this matter of acquisition of land for a public good. Mr. Speaker, this matter is a weighty matter because, Mr. Speaker, this speaks to a lot of initiatives, especially by the national government, to, quote unquote, bring development to the people, but take away what they already have, and in most cases, it is land. Mr. Speaker, I am very sure the Senator of Tana River and the Senator of Garissa are not opposed to the construction of the Masalani National Intelligence Service campus, but they want due process to be followed, and they want the people who give out land for that public good to benefit from their land. Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that I have spoken about many, many times, especially on the issue of taking private land for use to construct roads. It is true, Mr. Speaker, that we all need roads everywhere. We need our roads to be tarmacked. But, Mr. Speaker, it is the highest level of deprivation. It is the highest level, Mr. Speaker, of robbing the public if we take people's land to initiate development projects for the benefit of the greater public, and then we don't compensate people for the land that we have taken. Mr. Speaker, I have in mind two issues in Kitui County: the issue of the construction of the Kibwezi-Kitui-Migwani Road, where our people have not been compensated 3 years down the line. Mr. Speaker, it is only fair, it is important, it is a constitutional principle that if you are taking private land from people to do a public project, then the people should be compensated promptly and according to the market rate. So, Mr. Speaker, I am in support of the statement by Senator Mugatana, and I hope that the committee.
The Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to add my voice to this statement by Senator Andrew Okiya Omutatah on the killings of residents in Angata, Barikoi, Narok County. Mr. Speaker, where I join Senator Omutatah in seeking to understand, first of all, how far the Inspector General of Police has gone with regards to the promise that he gave to the citizens in a meeting that I attended, in public and broad daylight, that the police officers that mishandled the firearms and led to the killing of 5 citizens, not 6. I have seen Senator Omutatah. Oh yeah, he's captured it actually that it's 5. The only part that is not accurate, Mr. Speaker, is that initially, and indeed at the time of going there, I thought that there had been a child. It turned out actually that they were all 5 male adults of different ages. Mr. Speaker, when we were there with the Inspector General of Police, he spoke in broad daylight in the presence of media and the country that any police officer who was involved in those killings will carry their own cross. And I thought that was a good sign from him, meaning that then IPOA was going to swing into action, and by now we'd have known what is the identity of those officers and what action has been taken. It is now more than 3 weeks, nearly a month, actually, Mr. Speaker, since that incident happened, and there is nothing that has been said from the investigative agencies. I thought the practice is that in such a matter of great national concern, by now the country will have been updated, at least by IPOA, of what is the status of investigation and when will the citizens get justice. Second and most importantly, Mr. Speaker, there is a particular administration officer, Mr. Chubat, if I'm not wrong, because the citizens kept on mentioning that name, that was mentioned profusely and was mentioned to have participated in organizing and leading this particular exercise. I thought by now the Ministry of Interior would equally have updated the country on what disciplinary action has been taken against that particular officer. Transferring, Mr. Speaker, is not a solution. If you transfer an administration officer who has led an exercise such as this that has led to the death of citizens, Mr. Speaker, basically what you're saying is that you're sending him to go and visit the same kind of killings in another part of the country, Mr. Speaker. And that cannot be acceptable. Therefore, I hope, Mr. Speaker, that when the answers come, we will be told also of what will have happened to this particular officer and what is the status of investigation.
Senator Eddie Okech.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also wanted to add a voice on the statement by the good senator from Busia, Senator Okiya Omutatah. Mr. Speaker, the issue of excessive use of force by the police in this country is something that must stop. Because, Mr. Speaker, we lose way too many lives to recklessness by the police. But that said, because most of the senators have put their voice on this, I think that there needs to be a long-term solution to what is happening in Barikoi, Angata, Mr. Speaker. Because the livelihood of the people in these areas, Mr. Speaker, has been affected for way too long. Mr. Speaker, it will interest you to know that on the other side of Angata is Mutembei in Kuria region that falls in Migori County, Mr. Speaker. A time without number, this is a community that is so good at contributing in the agricultural basket of this country, very hardworking, in a very good environment that crops should be thriving, Mr. Speaker. But every single season, during rainy seasons and non-rainy season, Mr. Speaker, this community cannot settle. The Kuria people, the people of Kuria, cannot settle and focus on agriculture. In fact, Mr. Speaker, a number of times as leaders, we are forced to go and visit the communities during festive seasons to at least have them also enjoy festive seasons. For instance, Christmas and New Year's, because they've gone for a whole year without planting because of the wars in that region because of the insecurity in the dispute of that land. So while it happened, Mr. Speaker, that on the Angata side is where the police shot a number of people there, Mr. Speaker, it is also true that that conflict is taking more lives in the entire region, Mr. Speaker. And I think that perhaps even apart from just having the committee deal with this, Mr. Speaker, because it's an ongoing conflict year in, year out, I want to indulge you, Mr. Speaker, and beg that perhaps it's a good time to bring a motion in this House and sort a resolution of the Senate to deal with what is going on at Angata and to deal with the issue that also involves the Kuria community and the Kipsigis community on the other side, Mr. Speaker. Because it's not right that even the Maasai community, the Man nation that is on the other side, Mr. Speaker, have now been brought into this conflict.
Senator Seki.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I also want to contribute to this statement from Honorable Okiya Omutatah on the issue of the killing of residents of Angata Barikoi. Honorable Speaker, this information came to us and we really regretted, and we want to condole to the people of Narok, more so the Angata Barikoi area. And we believe that the committee responsible will get to to these matters as quick as possible, so that we don't act on the issue that has been overtaken by events, Honorable Speaker. We are looking forward to see the action where the police has taken on this matter, Honorable Speaker. Because we see that there is no discipline for the people who acted on this matter, there is no arrests. And these are the things that we really wonder why we have systems and structures in this government or in government. So we are looking forward to see the committee coming in handy to make sure that these issues have been addressed as early as possible. More so also the issue of land issues that brought their old problem, wanted to know, will be able to see or even to hear what are the issues that contributed to this problem, because these are issues concerning land. And what about that land that has been having dispute? And the compensation of the victims, Honorable Speaker. We are looking forward to see all this. Honorable Speaker, I also want to contribute on the issue of a statement from Honorable Mugatana on issues of public land or private land or even community land that is being used by government with no compensation. Honorable Speaker, I will refer to a land just next to Nairobi here in a place called Vetland in Ngong area, where government had done a lot of quarry to remove maram and even stones and building materials for public use with no compensation to the communities around there. There is a lot of excavation, a lot of problems, a lot of destruction. They do a lot of, destruction to the neighboring neighbors within that quarry with no compensation. These are the things that we really need to look at. Even when...
Senator Faki.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii kutoa kauli yangu juu ya taarifa iliyoletwa bungeni na Senator Abbas, Senator wa gatuzi la Wajir. Mheshimiwa Spika, mazingira ni kiungo muhimu cha maisha yetu, Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hivyo ni makosa kwa serikali zetu za county kuchafua mazingira ambao binadamu wanaishi katika sehemu zile. Mheshimiwa Spika, utupaji takataka, Mheshimiwa Spika, ni donda sugu katika county nyingi. Japokuwa kwa sasa kuna vifaa vya kisasa ambavyo vinaweza kutumika zikabadilisha takataka zile kuwa ni umeme ama makaa au matumizi mengine ambayo ni yana manufaa kwa binadamu. Kaunti zetu Mheshimiwa Spika zimekuwa na kadhia ya kutupa hizo takataka bila uangalizi wowote. Kwa Mheshimiwa Spika, NEMA pia wameweza kuzembea katika kazi yao, kwa sababu NEMA atakana wazunguke na waweze kuangalia mazingira kwamba yako sawa kwa maisha ya binadamu. Lakini mpaka sasa pia Mheshimiwa Spika, NEMA wameweza pia kuzembea katika kazi hiyo muhimu. Kwa hiyo Mheshimiwa Spika, tunaunga mkono taarifa hii na tutahakikisha kwamba wale wanaohusika katika utupaji takataka na uchafuzi wa mazingira wanaweza kuadhibiwa kulingana na sheria. Asante Mheshimiwa Spika.
Senator Kisang.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to commend the statement by Okiya, Omutatah, and Angata. Honorable Speaker, I think the Inspector General of Police needs to honor his word, because he was in Narok and he promised that he was going to take action. And up to now, the House or even the country has not been updated on what has been taken, including the police officers who used live bullet to kill the people, Honorable Speaker. It's also important for the local administration, especially the DCC and the chiefs and the elders, to nip these particular issues before they come out, Honorable Speaker, because it's unfortunate that lives were lost. Honorable Speaker, the one on Dana River and Kariza, Honorable Speaker, when development goes to particular areas, there will be benefits that will accrue to the community, Honorable Speaker. What is very important is just that before they do anything, they need to involve the leaders, the public, and especially the Constitution is very clear. Before you undertake any development in an area, you need to do public participation and also compensate. For a National Intelligence Service campus, I don't think they need more than 50 acres. So they need to talk to the people, do public participation, and they'll be accepted in the area. Otherwise, we don't want to cause another conflict in that region, Honorable Speaker. And then, Honorable Speaker, the Bible says, you know, somebody was asking, how many times will you forgive somebody? Or you say sorry. It says 70 times 70 or even more times, Honorable Speaker. Senator Jerarke, Honorable Speaker, has found it an habit. Every time he gets an opportunity, he has to attack the CS, Interior, Governor Sang of Nanti. So it's like it has become his business. When he gets any opportunity, those two leaders, he has to just... I address the point of order. You know, I just wanted... Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Professor Tom Mujenda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would wish to contribute to the very eminent statement by Senator Danson Mugatana of Tana River. Mr. Speaker, this statement is important because it touches on the land question. And whilst it refers to the designation or establishment of Salani National Intelligence Service campus outside the procedure of land acquisition and processes, Mr. Speaker, it is important to speak to this question, Mr. Speaker, because it is important, Mr. Speaker, that all land acquisition or acquired for public purpose, Mr. Speaker, must be gazetted, and beyond gazettement,
Order,
Mr. Speaker,
Senator Falgeo Marakwet.
Beyond gazettement, Mr. Speaker, there must be compensation of the owners of that land. And Mr. Speaker, if the land is in a county, it is important that the county be involved in that process so that the process is as transparent as every individual can understand it, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am alive to the fact that we have many processes going on in this country that touch on land and on the public. And it is important every time, Mr. Speaker, that when the land question is addressed, every title in question must be identified. Every title in question must have the participation of those who are involved or who own that title or those who have an interest in that title. So that, my Lord, Mr. Speaker, if or when the land is acquired, all the processes that are designated to be undertaken by the National Land Commission are undertaken so that the NLC, the National Land Commission, can undertake the process of compensation. Mr. Speaker, we are alive to the ongoing issues or disputes involving the SGR. And now with the SGR extension going to Western Kenya through Vihiga County and through Kisumu County,
and the other counties, it is important, Mr. Speaker, that we are not lost, it is not lost to us that that process mirrors the processes that Mr. Mungatana speaks to this afternoon, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as a House, we must protect the rule of law. We must speak to it, Mr. Speaker. We must ensure that both the Land Act, the Land Acquisition Act, and the processes that involve land administration are strictly adhered to when acquiring land for public purpose, which again, Mr. Speaker, must be defined in the Gazette notice. I rest, Mr. Speaker.
Next order. Yes, what is your intervention, Senator for Nyamira?
Mr. Speaker, I have a small matter. I seek your guidance that touches on the work of the Committee of Devolution. Mr. Speaker, on, I believe, 15th of May, this House did pass a resolution on a progress report that was tabled before this House by the Devolution Committee. Mr. Speaker, among the resolutions that the House passed included directives that the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission investigates the appropriation and spending of public resources by impeached Speaker and a group of members of County Assembly of Nyamira, and further that the sittings that were being conducted outside the precincts of the County Assembly be stopped forthwith, and that the impeached Speaker and MCs that are convened outside the gazetted precincts of the County Assembly.
What is the point of order? Already the Senator is on a point of order because he rose on an intervention. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, there is a law we passed in this House that I will seek we review. We said if one is an elected member of Parliament, he should not attend continuous legal education for lawyers. But the way Senator Cheragei is conducted himself in this House, we made...
Senator Mogene, just proceed with your intervention, please.
Now, Mr. Speaker, can you allow me to prosecute?
Senator Fernandi, can you allow the Senator from Nyamira to make his point, please? Proceed, Senator Mogene.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed.
Now, Mr. Speaker, I've made inquiry from the County Assembly of Nyamira, and I've confirmed, Mr. Speaker, that these resolutions have not been communicated to the County Assembly of Nyamira so that we can have a follow-up on the implementation. But, Mr. Speaker, to my surprise, I've received information just this afternoon that the committee has, despite this resolution, and despite the fact that this resolution has not been communicated to the County Assembly of Nyamira, the committee has taken an unprecedented step of summoning all 36 members of County Assembly of Nyamira to a meeting in Nairobi on the 26th of May, 2025. Mr. Speaker, the contents of the invitation letters dated the 20th of May, 2025 are the same, Mr. Speaker, as the content of a letter that was sent to the same County Assembly on 1st of April, 2025 that culminated in their appearance before the said committee on 8th of April, 2025. Mr. Speaker, you know how small our county is. You know the kind of resources that our county receives, Mr. Speaker. It is a total, it's a total abuse of office or power by this committee, Mr. Speaker, to summon all my 36 MCAs to Nairobi, whereas the resolution of the House was clear that they should visit the County Assembly at the County Assembly gazetted premises in Nyamira, Mr. Speaker. I want to seek directive, Mr. Speaker, from you to direct two things, Mr. Speaker. One, the resolution that was passed by this House, Mr. Speaker, on the 15th of May should be communicated to the County Assembly of Nyamira. Two, the committee should respect, Mr. Speaker, the resolution that was passed by this Honorable House that directed them to visit the MCAs at the county assembly gazetted premises in Nyamira. Mr. Speaker, we don't have resources to pay per diem to 36 MCAs and their drivers and 3 clerks to come and do a meeting in Nairobi. In fact, I've gone through standing orders, Mr. Speaker. I've not seen any standing order that has given power to any committee of this House to summon an entire county assembly to come to attend a committee meeting in Nairobi, Mr. Speaker. So I seek your direction, Mr. Speaker, that the resolution of this House be respected, and if the committee wants to have any engagement with the County Assembly of Nyamira, the same be done within the resolution that we passed as a House. That meeting be held at the gazetted County Assembly premises in Nyamira, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. The resolutions as passed by this House must be communicated to the County Assembly of Nyamira, and that must be done within the next 3 days. Secondly, pursuant to the resolutions that are passed, the Devolution Committee was supposed to visit Nyamira County Assembly. It did not indicate that Nyamira County Assembly was the one to visit the Senate. And therefore, let the concerned committee visit the County Assembly of Nyamira as resolved by the House and not otherwise. Next order. Let's make progress, honorable members. I've been very clear. I don't know why you're seeking point of clarification on that particular matter.
Order number 8, the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025, resumption of debate interrupted on Wednesday, 21st May 2025, afternoon sitting. Mover to reply.
The chairperson standing committee, this is the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025. The mover is the majority leader. You may proceed to reply.
Mr. Speaker, I was wondering whether I've been sacked without notice. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you. I have listened to colleagues the last 2 days, and I must say, Mr. Speaker, that there is hope for devolution. I am particularly impressed, Mr. Speaker, by the resolute nature in which each and every senator has addressed himself or herself with regard to division of revenue for 2025. Mr. Speaker, I am particularly impressed as well by the fact that everybody has vowed on the floor that 405 is not an option. I am equally happy, Mr. Speaker, by the work that has been done by our members of Budget and Finance Committee and the proposal that they have agreed to lead us as a House. Because, Mr. Speaker, we must take a decision as a House. We must ask ourselves whether, if devolution was to die, Mr. Speaker, on which side of the blame will we be? Will we just join the mourning party, or we will stand guilty as charged together with those that will have brought devolution, Kenya's biggest glue that binds this country together, to its death? I must appreciate, Mr. Speaker, that I am acutely aware of the tight fiscal space that we find